Good morning, students. This is pathology for BSc Nursing second year students, and the chapter which we are dealing is the cardiovascular system, and the disease is aneurysm. So, what is aneurysm? Aneurysm is a localized abnormal dilation of blood vessels occurring due to congenital or acquired weakening or destruction of the vessel wall. It is the dilation, abnormal dilation will be there in the blood vessels, which will dilate very largely. That is due to congenital or acquired weakening of or destruction of vessel wall. It can be due to the atherosclerosis also, which will cause the necrosis and the death of the cells there, and that will cause the destruction of the vessel wall also. So there will occur the dilation. What are the pathology of dilation? How the dilation occurs? Firstly, what happens? The risk factors of aneurysm, like deposition of fats and all the other symptoms of the heart diseases, may cause increased intravascular pressure. So intravascular pressures will be increased inside the heart surface as vascular walls are damaged. So there it will cause a damage of blood vessel walls, because if the blood supply will be reduced as intravascular pressure is increased due to fatty deposits, so blood supply will be reduced and intravascular pressure will be increased, which will damage the blood cell walls and then blood vessel walls. Then there will occur the abnormal dilation of blood vessels. If it will lead to two conditions: decreased blood flow and causing hypoxia or ischemia, and abnormal dilation of blood vessels will also lead to perforation, which will cause the internal bleeding. So again, let's see, it's the risk factors of aneurysm or etiological factors of aneurysm. Causes of aneurysm will lead to the intravascular pressure increase, then damage of blood vessels, then there will be abnormal dilation of blood vessels. If it is decreased blood flow, then hypoxia, and if it perforation, then internal bleeding will occur. Now let's see the classification. So the classification is depending upon the composition of wall: true aneurysm and false aneurysm. True aneurysm: when aneurysm involves all the three layers of atrial wall or the attenuated wall of the heart, and ventricular aneurysm that follow transmural MI infarction are of this type. Means in true aneurysm, what happens? All the three layers of atrial wall are involved. Then false aneurysm have fibrous wall and often occur from trauma to vessels, leading to an extravascular hematoma that are freely communicate with the intravascular space, pulsating hematoma. Means here damage of the heart is there, but that is due to the occurring of fibrous wall formation and trauma to the blood vessel, which will lead to the extravascular hematoma. Then, depending upon the macroscopic shape and size, depending upon the composition of wall, it was true and false aneurysm. And if we talk about the macroscopic shape and size, then saccular aneurysm, they have large spherical outpatching which vary from 5 to 20 centimeter in diameter and often contain thrombi. Means they are spherical, have outpouching, and that is 5 to 20 centimeter in diameter and have thrombi also. Then the fusiform and cylindrical form, then varicose, raccord. Fusiform aneurysm have diffuse circumferential dilation along vascular segments. They have vary in diameter and length, can involve extensive portions of aortic or abdominal aorta. Cylindrical aneurysm have continuous parallel dilations with there. Then varicose have tortuous dilations of vessels. Then records have mass of intercommunicating small arteries and veins. So you can see the diagram. Pathological types. The first one is the true aneurysm. Then false aneurysm, there will be excessive dilation, deposition of fat will be there. Then dissecting. Then again, the type of aneurysm you can see is based on the size. First one is saccular, having circular structure, then fusiform, having fused structure, then ruptured aneurysm. There will be rupturing will occur. Then now, based on etiology, if we talk about the etiology, then these are atherosclerosis or atherosclerotic aneurysm, syphilis or syphilitic aneurysm, aortic dissection or dissecting aneurysm, and infective myotic aneurysm. Dissecting aneurysm picture you can see here. This one is the dissecting aneurysm. Let's see very little about this atherosclerotic aneurysm and syphilitic aneurysm. Atherosclerotic aneurysm, most common type of aneurysm, mainly seen in the male above the age of 50 years, and common site of occurrence is abdominal aorta, thoracic aorta, iliac and other systemic arteries only. The basic underlying mechanism involved for these aneurysms is due to thinning and destruction of medial elastic tissue, which cause atrophy and then destruction of the walls of the blood vessels, which lead to massive hemorrhage, pressure effect on the adjacent vital organs, thrombosis and embolization. Microscopically, the pathological changes can be lesions can be seen in variable size, usually 5 to 6 cm in diameter, larger. Microscopically, pathological changes are fibrous tissue can be seen in media and adventitia with mild inflammatory reactions, and the medial and inner part will have the atherosclerotic plaques. Then syphilitic aneurysm. Syphilitic aneurysm is seen in the patients suffering from tertiary stages of syphilis. They usually develop arteries, syphilitic, aortic and cerebral arteries, in which the latter stages lead to the development of syphilitic aneurysm. Sites mainly involved are ascending part of aorta, aortic valve, causing aortic incompetence, and left ventricular hypertrophy due to volume overload, resulting in enlarged heart called as cor duodenum. Here the patients are suffering the tertiary stage of syphilis, and it is usually affecting the arteries, syphilitic aortic and cerebral arteries, which will lead to syphilitic aneurysm. Here you can see the abnormal aortic aneurysm. Then what is the pathogenesis through which it occurs? The common cause for aneurysmal dilation is inflammation mediated through thinning of tunica media. Here the tunica media layer will be thinning, and the basic inflammatory reaction in syphilis is obdurate, and when this involves the vasovascularum of blood vessels, will lead to ischemia and tunica media, causing its thickening. Then pathological changes will be there. Grossly, the intimal surface is wrinkled and show tree bark appearance. Microscopically, adventitia show fibrous thickening and ender arteries obliterations of vasa vasorum. Then dissecting aneurysm. It is an aneurysm in which the wall of the artery dissects longitudinally and the blood is penetrated in the intima and enters the media layer. Means the artery wall will be dissected longitudinally and blood will be penetrated in the intima and enters in the medial layer, dissecting the separated wall of the media and spreads the varying distance longitudinally, mainly affecting ascending and descending aorta. Pathogenesis. The conditions which will lead to the weakening of aortic media are hypertension, Marfan syndrome, iatrogenic trauma during cardiac surgery, and vasculitis. You can see the 3-bar appearance in cephalic aneurysm. Then it will occur, resecting will occur aneurysm during pregnancy, Turner syndrome also. Pathological changes can be seen are the grossly the type of this type of aneurysm do not have significant dilation, therefore referred as dissecting hematoma because they do not have particular dilation, significant dilation, so it is also known as hematoma. Sharply incised transverse or oblique intimal tear will be there, 3 to 4 centimeter long. This you can see here, intimal tear, which will be 3 to 4 centimeter long in the intimal layer only, affecting the media and adventitia layer. Aortic dissection will take place like this. So this is shown here. Dissection is usually seen between the outer and the middle third of the aortic media. As a result of column of blood separates the intima and inner 2/3 of the media on one side, outer one of the third media and adventitia on other. In few cases, the blood that enters into the media re-enters into the limina due to second tear in the intima, which causes the double barrel aorta. Microscopically, the focal separation of fibromuscular and elastic tissue of media will occur. Elastic tissue fragmentation can also be seen. So up to here I have discussed the cardiovascular system disease, aneurysm, and it was the last disease of this chapter, and it is over. So I hope everyone get the fruitful results through it. Thank you, class.